Joined today with Lauren Hill from the women's track and field and cross country team, fresh off her All-American indoor track performance. Lauren, kind of an interesting week last week in Birmingham for you. You initially were supposed to run in the 5,000, and I think we're an alternate on a distance medley team, and then midweek you find out that you're going to be running in the distance and not the 5,000. Kind of talk about how in preparation that what that does for you.
Well, it was kind of weird because all season and like the past few years I've trained for the 5K, and that's what I know and what I'm really comfortable with. And then this season we had a lot of our mid-D kids that were injured, and they were more 800 girls anyways, so they kind of threw me in a mile to see what I could do, and it ended up working out. And we had run it a couple of times, provisional for nationals. Both times we had ran it at the GLIAC meet and placed second. So that was really cool. And then where we were sitting at on the list after GLIACs, it looked like we weren't going to get in the DMR, and I had qualified in the 5K. So I was like, well, that'll be what I know. That'll work. And then we found out, I think it was like Tuesday before we would leave for nationals, that the DMR did get in. And the DMR and the 5K being back-to-back, there's not enough. You had like 20 minutes between the two, so it's not really possible to do both. And usually your 5K runner isn't on your DMR, so it's not usually a problem. So it was interesting. It was kind of a big switch up. I was out of my element a lot, but I mean the DMR ended up working out. We ran a great time and placed sixth, so I think it shows that everything does happen for a reason.
Now, there's a nice article written about you on the NCAA.com about how when you came to Saginaw Valley, or at least part of the article is about when you came to Saginaw Valley, you a former standout in basketball and soccer, didn't really run track or cross country, and you really worked hard since getting to Saginaw Valley and turning yourself into what we would call the prototypical athlete in terms of working hard, putting dedication in, and earning the All-American accolades now in cross country and indoor track this year. Talk to us about, the mentality of, what it takes to do that.
Like you said, too, I didn't really have much of a track background. It was kind of my, I guess, stay in shape for my other sport kind of thing, and I got bored easily, so I just did whatever I could in high school. And I came here and kind of just got thrown into the cross-country thing. They're like, well, you're going to run the mile in track, so we'll have you run cross-country because that's just what we do. And the concept of a long run was new to me because I had never really run more than 5 miles continuously before I came to college. And then that was like our daily thing, so I was really off a lot of the time. And then I ended up getting hurt freshman year, so it was kind of a lot of battling injuries and kind of seeing my teammates have all this success, and I wanted to be with them because I had been pretty good at what I did in high school and the other sports, and I wasn't used to kind of being towards the back of the pack with things. So I just kind of took that and literally ran with it, and I saw what they were doing. I tried to mimic it and just put everything I had into the workouts and struggled through them and got injured again. And just for a while I wasn't even on our travel roster, and that really bothered me. So I just kept sticking with it, and running's one of those nice things that you can do by yourself too, and you really do get out of it what you put into it. So I think my career is a prime example of that.
Do you view yourself as a role model for other athletes that might have been told, you can't do that at the next level, you're not good enough, or, that you're a perfect example of working hard, you can do what you set your mind to?
Yeah, I think well, actually, it was kind of funny because a couple years ago, Coach Rod, when he first got here, read us the story about a girl who was a walk-on who turned herself into an All-American. And I'm like, that's got to be like the coolest thing in the world, because you went from literally being nothing in your sport into one of the things that all college athletes dream of. So I think anyone who is doubting that they can do something could see that and just be like, you really can do what you want to if you put your mind toward it and stay dedicated and focused.
Now, you got one last season left in you, outdoor season for your senior year. What are your goals, individually and then as a team?
Individually, I'd like to qualify in the steeplechase for nationals. Last year, I provisionaled, but I got bumped off at the end because they only took 18. So I'd really like to be an All-American in steeple. That was the first one I ever wanted to be an All-American in, just because I love the steeplechase. And I would like to try to win the conference in it. I got second last year, and the girl who beat me is returning again, so I think it'll be a good battle all season between us. And as a team, I would like to continue to move up in the GLIAC standings and continue our Program of the Year climb. I think we're 7th right now on the girls' side. So I'd like to see us have some good success and get more people to the national meet because it was a really, really fun time.
Well, thank you, Lauren, for joining us today. Good luck the rest of the way, and we look forward to hopefully talking to you at the end of the season when you've reached your goals.
Thank you.